semifinal contest. At a forward for Bureau Valley, a 6'5" junior, number 4, Ruben Schlock. At a forward for Teutopolis, a 6'7" senior, number 34, Andrew Gobzinski. The other forward for the Storm, a 6'2" senior, number 22, Justin Yepsen. The other forward for the Wooden Shoes, 6'2" senior, number 44, Todd Taylor. One of 3 guards for Bureau Valley is 6'1" junior, number 20, John Elliott. One of 3 guards for Teutopolis, a 5'11" senior, number 12, Mitch Custer. At a guard for the Storm, a 5'8" senior, number 24, Adam Endress. At a guard for Teutopolis, a 5'10" senior, number 14, Nick Swingler. Third guard for Bureau Valley is 6'2" sophomore, 32, Phil Endress. Third guard for the Wooden Shoes, a 6' senior, number 20, Johnny King. Head coach of Bureau Valley in his 10th season is
And there's the head coach, Brad Bickett of Bureau Valley, 87-51 in his 5th year at the helm of the Storm, a 10-year coaching career of 156 wins, 110 losses. His coaching opponent today, the veteran Ken Crawford, 439 victories at Teutopolis in his 19th season, 489 career wins. Our officials for this semifinal game, Tim Lash from Mount Zion, Jim Padberg from Patoka, and Terry Taylor from Forsyth. Teutopolis coming in at 32-1. The Wooden Shoes have won 15 in a row. They are ranked 2nd in the state. Bureau Valley unranked, 25-5. The Storm has won 8 in a row, 9 of the last 10, and we're just about set to go. We saw Ruben Schlock with the punching cap, the routine that the Storm goes through during the introductions, and you asked him about that before the game, and he couldn't really give you an answer as to why they started that.
I said, where did it start, Ruben? He goes, I don't know, we just started punching each other. So that's good.
Yeah. All right, this Bureau Valley in the blue. They have the ball. And Phil Endress coming up with it. Yepsen. And now back to John Elliott around of the near side. Phil Endress again. And the fadeaway jumper from the right by Schlock, no good. In and out, and the rebound, Gobzinski. Gobzinski yesterday, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks. He was 6 of 14 shooting. And Teutopolis in the white, that's Custer, who's been their leading scorer over the course of the season. Nick Swingler, co-captain, down the lane, Gobzinski. So he rebounds at one end, and he scores at the other, and it is 2-0 T-Town. Both these teams had to come from behind yesterday as Bureau Valley gets on the board courtesy of Justin Yepsen, who had 15 in the ball game and has led them in scoring in 4 of the last 5 games.
He played very well yesterday. I mean, he was a legitimate candidate for our Pepsi Player of the Game. He really stepped up on the glass as well.
Both had to fight back. Teutopolis down big against Nashville. The three-pointer, Johnny King for Teutopolis, and it's 5-2. Teutopolis outscores its opponents by about 26 points a game. The runner off the glass, no good. Rebound Swingler in traffic. And King will bring it up. This is what Teutopolis likes, Cap. They like to get a lead early and try to bury teams. Three-pointer from the other side by Custer, no good. And the rebound taken off the floor by John Elliott.
Bureau Valley has to get off to a good start. They can't look up and see themselves down 11-2 because T-Town with that record, very gaudy numbers, and they're expected to win here.
Around and in. Jepsen with 4. It's 5-4. Three by Custer. This time it's good. And it's 8-4.
He had a poor start yesterday. Didn't score a point in the first half. Missed his first 4 shots. Didn't get to the line much. Here he gets off quickly.
He ended up with 10 points yesterday. Missed 2 of his 3 3-pointers. So far today, he's 1 of 2. And the Wooden Shoes have a 4-point lead. Brad Bickett, who played against Ken Crawford's Teutopolis squad in the 1986 championship game for Ohio High School. Now coaching against Crawford in this semifinal game. Giving his team some advice. Bureau Valley won the Somonauk Regional, the Mendota Sectional, and the DeKalb Super Sectional, defeating Aurora Christian.
I thought that was a good call by Coach Bickett. Take a timeout. Keep this thing within arm's reach early because you know Teutopolis is coming out jacked up here to try and get an early lead.
A 3-pointer by Slock wouldn't go. Gobzinski brings it down. Swingler, a senior. 8 seniors on this Teutopolis squad. They were here in Peoria 2 years ago, lost in the quarterfinals. Gobzinski fouled on the drive to the basket.
Defensively here, you have to move your feet and do a bit better job. Here comes the dribble penetration. Ruben Slock doesn't do a very good job at taking away the baseline, and the rotation is a day late and $1 short coming down. Jepsen has to step up, take away that baseline, and force either a pull-up shot or a kick out back out top.
Gobzinski, a 75% free throw shooter, sinks the first one. In for Teutopolis comes John Tipton, replacing Todd Taylor. Tipton, very valuable in yesterday's ball game off the bench with 10 points.
Hit his first 3 shots and really picked up Teutopolis.
Gobzinski has 4, and it's a good start for the Wooden Shoes. At the 4:55 mark of the first quarter, Bureau Valley finds itself down by 6 to Ken Crawford and Teutopolis. 10-4. We'll be back.
Now listen, I got it right here, buddy. It's icy cold and tasting great. Now come on, Jeff, you tell me, is there anybody in this world who deserves this here Pepsi more than you?
Hi, Jeff.
See you later, Jeff.
Now that's what I call motivation.
I don't know where she came from.
Don't worry, Jeff. There's always Daytona.
I run a rental car company, and we have 14 Hyundai Accents. Customers are always telling me how much they love the Accents. I test drove one and I bought it. Their 10-year and 5-year warranty definitely shows you what kind of confidence Hyundai has in their vehicle. So I went into the dealership, treated me right, gave me a great deal, walked out of there a happy man. Freedom to me means to be able to go wherever you want without any problems.
The Hyundai Accent comes with the freedom of America's best warranty for only $8,934.
4:55 to go in the first quarter of semifinal number 1 at the Illinois Class A Championship. Teutopolis leading Bureau Valley by a score of 10-4. A couple of 3-pointers in the early going for Teutopolis. One from Mitch Custer. There's some of the Bureau Valley fans who obviously stopped by the hardware store on their way out of town.
You got to be in style, don't you?
I suppose. All the way off the glass, Adam Endress.
Nice drive. Got himself to the baseline and got it up on the glass. Real good look. He kept his wits about him because he looked like he was going to get hammered.
Endress involved in a couple of the key plays in yesterday's game against Prairie Central, including a key offensive foul. He took a charge with, what, about 5 seconds to go in that game.
Correct. He hit the deck so hard 3 or 4 times. 5'8", 140 pounds, and keeps taking a lick at it. Come on, back ticking.
He says, I'm not going to block many shots. I got to do some other things. Halfway point through the first quarter. Ahead it goes to Slock. One-on-one against Swingler. Slock bobbled the ball. Now the
great pass.
What a great pass by Yepsen, finding Phil Endress, and it's 10-8.
What a great pass. You could see the cutter going backdoor the whole way. A lot of guys never see him. Beautiful job.
Johnny King hit the side of the backboard, got his own rebound.
King hit some big threes yesterday.
King, 2 of 6 from three-point range in that ball game. 13 points in the game. Dobzinski hangs in the air and nails it.
Tough shot. Caught it on the move. Really never got a chance to square his shoulders up, but he turned around and knocked it down. Tough shot.
We've seen him get inside points, but he can step out. Hit that short to medium jumper. Phil Endress, the younger of the 2 Endress brothers on this Bureau Valley team, and we get a collision and a foul. Cap, let's check out our Hyundai keys to victory.
Well, who will flinch first? Bureau Valley, who knows they're the underdog here, or Teutopolis, who has the weight of the world on them because they're picked, they're the highest ranked team in this ball game, and they're picked to go all the way by a lot of people. Bureau Valley has got to extend their zone to the corners. Yesterday almost was the death knell for the club. They did not do a very good job, and it allowed a lot of uncontested shots from the corner against their zone.
John Elliott was called for the second Bureau Valley foul. The skip pass, a leaping grab by Johnny King.
Now man-to-man out of Bureau Valley, but they'll go back to that 1-3-1 again.
The leaner missed, and the rebound muscled down by Yepsen.
Not a good shot out of Johnny King.
The jumper from the corner, no good, and Tipton grabs it. Ahead to Custer. Custer, first team All-State selection by the Illinois basketball coaches, and he draws the foul.
Well, Durham has to do a better job at forcing Custer to the baseline, and then you get some rotation over from Barron to step up and take away the dribble drive along the baseline. Instead, he gets beat, and all both guys do is foul.
Custer, an 85% free throw shooter, missed that one. Jamie Durham, a quad captain of this Bureau Valley squad, number 12, called for the foul. Third team foul. And as you mentioned, Mike Barron, 6'5" junior, also in the ball game. It's 13-8. And a steal by Johnny King. Looking down the floor, but he'll take it down into the front court. His pass deflected, caught by Custer. The leaner high off the glass, no good. Tipped in the rebound and the putback.
Great job on the offensive glass. At the other end, though, Johnny King did one heck of a job on post defense. He's not the biggest guy on the floor, but that was fundamentally played perfectly.
Adam Endress with the penetration. 4 for Endress. As we approach the final minute, it's a 5-point game. Yesterday, Bureau Valley against Prairie Central, a 25-11 lead at the end of one quarter. Points been a little harder to come by in the first quarter here. Godzinski the miss. Adam Endress falling away. Tough shot in the corner.
He hit some shots yesterday. I don't know how he got him to go down there. He did a great job at taking the hit and still squaring up his shoulders enough to score.
3-point game. The final half minute of the first quarter at hand. And Custer with a standing dribble. The Wooden Shoes to play for the final shot of the quarter. Inside of 10 seconds now. 5 seconds. Custer spinning, shooting, blocked, a foul.
Brad Bickett does not like the call.
Durham called for his second. There's Brad Bickett, coach of Bureau Valley.
In 1986, I was at the game. I was coaching at the time. We were considering recruiting Brad Bickett, and he was playing for tiny Ohio with 69 students, smallest school ever get to the title game, against an undefeated T-Town team, and Bickett's club ran out of gas. They were blown out by nearly 40, and now he gets a chance to pay back Coach Ken Crawford, who blew him off the floor that night.
Custer makes them both. 5-point lead, 2 seconds, and they will not get the shot away. At the end of 1 quarter in our first semifinal game, Ken Crawford's Wooden Shoes of Teutopolis have the lead over Bureau Valley, 17-12 in Peoria.
If you buy her dinner, she's got to give it up.
Wake up. Just because you take us out doesn't mean you get sex.
You know, babe, they all say no, but they really mean yes.
Wake up. When we say no, we mean it.
She keeps saying stop, but no way. She owed you.
Wake up. Nothing ever gives you the right to force sex.
It doesn't make you cool, powerful, or a man.
Just a rapist.
Energy. At Silco, we're proud to be serving residents and businesses of Central Illinois. Silco's electric prices are the lowest of all major Illinois utilities. Our customer care center and technical service crews are available every hour of every day. And we're actively involved in the many communities we serve. Silco, the energy you need from people you know.
Eureka College, a 4-year private liberal arts and sciences college with a distinctive academic calendar, a faculty committed to excellence, and a blend of tradition and innovation. When you choose Eureka College, your future holds tremendous promise through challenging courses, an active social life, a unique warmth. Eureka College, Eureka, Illinois, challenging you to succeed. Call us at 1-888-4-EUREKA.
Sportsnet.
In the second quarter, here at Carver Arena in Peoria, Johnny King of Teutopolis made a key defensive play to help the Wooden Shoes to this 5-point lead at the end of 1.
Well, when you play post defense, especially as a guard, you draw an imaginary line across the free throw called free throw line extended. And if the ball is above that free throw line, you play on the high side of the man. Now watch. The ball is going to go to the wing. It's right around the free throw line. He's on the high side. Outworks the offensive man. It comes up with the steal. Beautifully played inside.
Custer missed a shot for Teutopolis, a loose ball scramble. And the ball will go over to Bureau Valley on the alternate possession.
In that situation that we just saw in the replay, what you want to do as an offensive man is dribble that ball down toward the baseline. Now you're going to force the guard, Johnny King, to have to work to get around to the other side to defend. If you have a good, strong post player, he can seal him. You get the ball inside, you're going to get at least a foul, possibly a 3-point play, and a good shot.
You saw Justin Yepsen returning for Bureau Valley. Andrus. And inside a foul called. And I believe this will go against Todd Taylor of Teutopolis.
But watch the battle inside. Taylor is really playing hard on Ruben Slock on the low block. You want to watch post defense, and what the officials do is they call something advantage, disadvantage. They'll allow you to bang a little bit. Fans will watch and say, well, that's a foul, isn't it? If there's no advantage, disadvantage, usually they'll let you play.
The diagonal pass to the block, and then a block by Gobzinski. And a foul.
Very well designed play. There was the lob inside, and there's Slock. And it's obviously not on the block on the foul.
No, they followed the block. Called on Taylor again.
Trying to block out Slock on the glass.
Exactly, and Slock missing the free throw. This is the first time Bureau Valley has gotten to the line today. Yesterday, in the quarterfinals, they were 16 of 24 from the line. Slock 5 of 8 yesterday. He's 1 of 2 today, and it's 17-13. First minute of the second quarter. A three from the corner. John Tipton.
He has been just a stud coming off the bench these 2 days.
A little hesitation by Andrus as he brings it into the front court. And the answer at the other end, the three-pointer by John Elliott. And it's 20-16.
Got a great walk. Got a great ball game going here. Both these teams heavyweights.
Bureau Valley, a 5-year-old school. Teutopolis, of course, was in playoffs before Bureau Valley existed. There you see the three-point shooting. Bureau Valley had won 5 straight regional titles. Never been to the super sectional till this year.
Good rebound.
Gobzinski clears.
Good.
Here's Custer. Johnny King on the baseline in traffic. Blocked, foul. Foul called on Mike Behrens.
Here comes Johnny King. Really good job. Goes right by the defender, and there's your foul.
That's 5 team fouls now at Bureau Valley. Johnny King. Pretty good baseball prospect. They think he'll be drafted in the amateur draft by a major league club. Taylor goes out.
But can use some help.
You have to kind of take a broader view, Cap. There are a few other teams that might want to take him. I know you have that Cub tunnel vision.
That's exactly right. Well, this is our year. We're going to win the series this year.
Second free throw attempt up and good by Johnny King.
Damon Bubert's going to hit 38 home runs this year.
Wake up, Cap. The high lob inside for Slock. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Swingler of Teutopolis.
Tough pass to throw inside. You've got 2 defenders there. Very tough pass to handle.
Bill Endress feeds his brother. Yepson. Slock calling for it inside.
What's the post defense on Tipton inside? Real good job, but now they lose him, and Slock misses the bunny.
Heads up. Nice save by Dave, our AD over here. Nice, showing some nice hands.
And that's assistant director, not athletic director.
No. We have a timeout on the floor. 5:59 to go until halftime. Teutopolis leading Bureau Valley here by a score of 21-16. More IHSA basketball action from Peoria coming up. It's Teutopolis by 5.
McLaren, Ferrari. Formula One 2000 season premiere, the Australian Grand Prix, Sunday at 9 a.m. on Fox Sports Net.
These days, it seems like everybody's always reachable, instantly accessible. Until there's a busy signal, a hold message, and the realization that your insurance company isn't there for you. Enter Country Companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers real quick. After all, what good is a phone if there's no one there to listen? Country Companies Insurance.
Feast your eyes on gorditas from Taco Bell. Ooh, warm, pillowy flatbread loaded with seasoned beef and all your favorite stuff. Choose from Baja, Santa Fe, or Supreme.
Ay, ay, ay.
And right now, they're just 49 cents each when you buy any drink. So you can afford to share some with a friend.
Hello, friend.
Gorditas, now just 49 cents with any drink. Grande taste, local value, only at Taco Bell.
The broadcast rights for this event have been granted to Fox Sports Net and Intersport Television by the Illinois High School Association. Any reproduction or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Fox Sports Net, Intersport, and the IHSA is strictly prohibited. Cap, you owe Dave a vote of thanks here. He just saved you from really getting nailed.
From a leather sandwich in the side of the head.
There
I'm looking
coming
the other
right
way.
at you. And he stuck a hand out there and swatted the ball away. And Bureau Valley on the board, drawing closer. A three-pointer at the other end. Coster with his second tray of the day.
He's got a much better first half going than he did yesterday.
Endress to Endress.
Look at the interior defense on Slock. They will just not let him get a clean look at the post.
Johnny King will bring it up. 9-6 edge in rebounding thus far for Teutopolis. As we approach the 5-minute mark, second quarter. The winner of this game plays the winner of the Pleasant Plains Riverton semifinal upcoming.
You can hear Coach Crawford screaming in the background. Gobby, go post him up. Talking about Andrew Gubzinski. Look how far out he's forced on the floor. But now he'll get a perimeter look and knock it down.
No need to post up when you can hit him like that.
That's exactly right. I think you'll see them, as the game goes on, run a screen and flare type situation where Gubzinski will go set a screen, and rather than roll to the hoop where all the traffic is, he'll flare out because he has the ability to hit the perimeter jumper.
There's Yepsen. Miss tipped back up by Gubzinski. That enabled Tipton to get the rebound. And ahead to Custer. Swingler comes flying in and knocks the ball in the air. And there's an open look for Tipton, but he travels. He drove in and turns it over. And now I think Brad Bickett wants a timeout.
22nd timeout.
Timeout taken by Bureau Valley. With 3:54 to go until halftime. Of course, coming up later on today, we will bring you the second semifinal game, Riverton against Pleasant Plains. Then this evening, Cap and I will be here for the third place game. That will be on Fox Sports Net Plus, and then the championship game will follow also on Fox Sports Net Plus with Mike Lederman and Norm Van Leer. And to find the channel in your area, call that number you just saw on your screen. (26-18). The high lob caught, and then the shot missed by Phil Andrus. Ball loose on the floor. Custer got there. Hard collision, and Elliott is shaken up. They really, and so is Custer. Both of them. They really got hit hard. John Elliott got knocked woozy here. There's the loose ball. Oh, I think they collided heads. And Custer's walking and trying to walk it off. He's a little dazed as well.
Custer's dazed. Elliott got smoked. What the crowd is booing about, I really don't know. Just a good old-fashioned basketball collision, it looked like.
They both went for the ball.
Tough kid. Up, ready to roll.
John Elliott walking towards the bench.
Watch this collision. There's a loose ball. Ow. Custer took it twice. Elliott was already down. Custer bounced off of him and got hit again. I think it was Phil Andrus. Actually, both guys A-OK, it looks like.
And Custer walking it up. Inside of 3.5 minutes for the quarter. County King. King going inside. A 10-point lead for Teutopolis, the largest lead of the game. There's an open look for a three. In and out for Phil Andrus. The putback by Behrens. And a foul. Shot didn't go, but the foul called on Swingler. Just the third foul. Count the basket.
I think Adam Andrus got popped as well. I think he's playing with something to stop a bloody nose.
Big three-point play by Mike Behrens, and it's 28-21.
Here they go to the 1-3-1, or the 1-2-2 zone.
And this is their bread and butter.
Yep, 1-2-2 look here. They went 1-3-1 yesterday. This is to try and take away the corner shot, which they were so vulnerable on yesterday. On a 1-3-1, your perimeter or outside defenders have got a great responsibility to get to the baseline. There's Custer in the corner again. This time he doesn't make the shot.
Pushing it up in a hurry. Andrus. Slock saved it. A three by Andrus. Good.
Big
Andrus.
Big basket.
So a 6-0 run, and just like that, the lead down to 4. That happened in a hurry.
Big time.
A three-point play, but a three-point field goal. Inside of 2 minutes for the first half. Gubzinski's jumper won't go. Yepsen clears.
I really like this 1-2-2 look defensively as opposed to the 1-3-1.
Locke nearly lost it. Saved it to Adam Andrus. Got it to his brother. Pump fake on the baseline, and a foul on Gubzinski.
That's a tough call. He had a really poor look at the basket. And if you're sitting there as the Teutopolis coach, Ken Crawford, you think, I'll take that. Good look. Not very good opportunity to score, and out of it, Gubzinski comes up with a foul. Here he comes down to the baseline.
Phil Andrus, 60% free throw shooter. Rattles the first attempt home. Fourth team foul on Teutopolis.
But take a look. There's Adam Andrus playing with a plug in his nose. He got popped early in the game. This thing's physical.
Behrens missed the putback, and then Gubzinski is fouled.
Ken Crawford of Teutopolis very upset. His team has gone to sleep on the glass here the last 2 or 3 possessions.
The result, a 7-0 run, but now Teutopolis is in the bonus. And Gubzinski will step to the other end and attempt the 1-and-1. Gubzinski, 75% free throw shooter. Thus far today, 2 for 2. Make it 3 for 3.
He's a good prospect. If you missed it yesterday, this young man had major knee surgery. Missed a 1.5 years with what Coach Ken Crawford called Star Trek surgery. He had a dead spot in his knee. They took a graft out of his hip and put it into his knee. I think he had 3 operations. Missed all sophomore year. Didn't become a full-time starter until 3 games left in his junior year. And he is a fine player.
Slock with his second field goal. He's got 5, and it's 30-27, a 3-point game.
Bureau Valley stays in the 1-2-2 or 3-2 look defensively.
Skip pass, Custer for 3. missed. Barron's rebound. Lead pass intercepted by Tipton.
Brad Pickett's not happy. That was very ill-advised.
50 seconds.
Dan Marino couldn't have completed that one.
Johnny King looking back at the bench.
One shot.
Hester holds the ball.
We'll just have a little chat. Want to go to a movie tomorrow after we win the state championship? Sure. What do you want to see?
A little bit of discussion going on as he looks back to Coach Crawford. 15 seconds.
Well, see, having Ruben Slock out top takes away that pull-up jump shot, you hope.
There it is.
And it does.
Missed. Slock has it. 2 seconds. There's Endress, nearly stolen, throws it up at the buzzer. And the first half has come to an end. End of the first half, Bureau Valley trailed by 10. They trailed by 3 at halftime, 30-27. Let's go to Steve Schlanger.
You started off with the big lead. You led throughout the entire first half, but I guess the margin at halftime a little less comfortable than you would like.
Well, yeah, we got mixed up in defense a couple times. A couple guys lost their men. Let them get loose for a couple of threes. They're a good basketball team. If you do that, they're going to burn you. They got behind us on transition twice. We've got to make certain we cut off their transition, and we've got to know where our people all are at the time. I think that's going to be a big emphasis at halftime. We've got to come out and play a little bit better defense in the second half.
It looked awfully quick and fresh at the start, but Bureau Valley has won a lot of close games on the road to this point, so you know they're not going away.
They're not going away. We're just going to have to beat them.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.
That is Ken Crawford, head coach of Teutopolis. They lead at the half right now. Let's go back to Dave and Dave.
They're not going away. Neither are we. A lot more basketball to come from Peoria. It's the Shoes by 3 at halftime.
From the new Comiskey Park to the legendary Wrigley Field. From the Bulls Berto Center to the Blackhawks locker room, prepare to go behind the scenes of your favorite Chicago sports team.
Watch Full Access Saturday at noon on Fox Sports Net.
Well, what'll it be, sweetheart? Let me guess. A nice, cold Pepsi. I wouldn't want to hear one of those crazy voices of yours, huh?
Honey, you ain't heard nothing yet. Hit it, fellas.
I work in an operating room, and sometimes it gets pretty hectic. My wife and I are expecting our first child. The last thing I need to worry about is my car. My Elantra comes with a 10-year powertrain warranty. I can rely on it. There are no worries.
Get the car Consumer's Digest named at Best Buy with air and power package.
Freedom's getting behind the wheel of the car, putting the key in the ignition and going.
Get the 2000 Hyundai Elantra for only $12,234.
You don't do what I do for a living unless you want to be heard. How's that? Louder! So banged up my truck, right? I called my insurance company. Did anybody hear me? Nope. Out to lunch. The one time I need them, where are they?
Better to call country companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers, real quick.
Somebody there to listen. That's all I want.
Country Companies Insurance.
Halftime at the Carver Arena in downtown Peoria, and a 3-point lead for the Wooden Shoes. They're on top of Bureau Valley in our first semifinal game this afternoon. Hi, folks. Steve Schlanger back at Carver Arena, and I'm joined now by Marty Hickman, an executive director with the IHSA. And Marty, you can structurally organize an event like this as well as possible. It can run smoothly on all cylinders. The one variable you cannot control is the quality of the games, but boy, you couldn't ask for much better so far.
We've had it good so far. Like you said, we've had 4 great games yesterday and another one right now that's probably going to go right down the wire, so we're excited about all that.
And the attendance has absolutely been phenomenal. I mean, when you have people scouring hotel lobbies, the sidewalks in front just looking for tickets, you know you've got something special.
Right, well, that's a part of what March Madness is all about, and when they get here in the Class A tournament and we get the teams like we have, you know, we have wonderful things happen, like big crowds, great games, and we're really happy about it.
And And you got to love the passion of all the fans that come through here.
Yeah, they're great. You know, you see people like the guy with the wooden shoe on his head and some of the Storm from Bureau Valley, how they're dressed up. And, yeah, it's great. It's a lot of fun.
Marty, thanks for coming by. We appreciate the visit.
Thank you, Steve.
It's Marty Hickman with the IHSA. Again, a three-point game at the break. Coming up, it's Dave and Dave back with some first-half stats and highlights. That's when we continue from Peoria.
The best taste for me is Pepsi when I'm cruising down the streets of the NYC. Me and my boys just shooting the breeze.
On the streets of LA, we sipping a Pepsi. To the effervescence where they only call it for me.
Enjoy your flavor.
Enjoy your fun.
Enjoy your bubble.
All on your tongue.
Enjoy your soul.
Y'all need a lift?
I run a rental car company, and we have 14 Hyundai accents. Customers are always telling me how much they love the accents. I test drove one and I bought it. Their 10-year and 5-year warranty definitely shows you what kind of confidence Hyundai has in their vehicle. So I went into the dealership, treated me right, gave me a great deal, walked out of there a happy man. Freedom to me means to be able to go wherever you want without any problems.
The Hyundai Accent comes with the freedom of America's best warranty for only $8,934.
Feast your eyes on gorditas from Taco Bell.
Ooh.
Warm, pillowy flatbread loaded with seasoned beef and all your favorite stuff. Choose from Baja, Santa Fe, or Supreme.
Ay, ay, ay.
And right now, they're just 49 cents each when you buy any drink. So you can afford to share some with a friend.
Hello, friend.
Gorditas, now just 49 cents with any drink. Grande taste, local value, only at Taco Bell.
These days, seems like everybody's always reachable, instantly accessible. Until there's a busy signal, a hold message, and the realization that your insurance company isn't there for you. Enter Country Companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers real quick. After all, what good is a phone if there's no one there to listen? Country Companies Insurance.
Welcome back. It's halftime here at Carver Arena in Peoria. Our first semifinal game, the second-ranked Wooden Shoes of Teutopolis leading Bureau Valley by 3 points at the half, 30-27. Welcome back, everybody. Dave Ennett with David Kaplan. Good first half. Looked like Teutopolis was going to pull away Cap. They were up by 10, but then a 9-2 run to end the half by Bureau Valley. We got a 3-point game.
And Bureau Valley really took care of the boards late in the half, and that's what got them back in this ball game.
All right, let's take a look at first half highlights. And Teutopolis with the better of it in the early going. Here's Andrus for Bureau Valley with a tough fadeaway shot, though. Andrus with 6 points in the first half.
He did that yesterday as well. I mean, spectacular shots on the move. And then here comes Johnny King. In among the trees, does a nice job, gets it on the glass and scores.
King with 6 points in the first half. Gubzinski from outside. He's the leading scorer of the ball game with 10 points. And you'll look at Andrus at the other end for Bureau Valley with a deep three-pointer. Leading scorers in the ball game. We mentioned Gubzinski leading the way with 10 points. Custer has 9. Johnny King with 6. And it's Phil Andrus with 6. And his brother Adam with 6. And Slock, who's the leading scorer for Bureau Valley on the season, held at just 5 points in the first half. 30-27, the score at halftime. We'll be back. Steve will have a conversation with Bureau Valley coach Brad Pickett when we return to Carver Arena. Stay with us.
Oh, jump in.
Let's go up there.
Just enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride.
Going coast to coast.
Want to share my joy?
Joy Cola. Pepsi Cola.
Yo, Mary, wait up!
I work in an operating room, and sometimes it gets pretty hectic. My wife and I are expecting our first child. The last thing I need to worry about is my car. My Elantra comes with a 10-year powertrain warranty. I can rely on it. There are no worries.
Get the car Consumer's Digest named a Best Buy with air and power package.
Freedom's getting behind the wheel of the car, putting the key in the ignition and going.
Get the 2000 Hyundai Elantra for only $12,234.
These days, it seems like everybody's always reachable, instantly accessible. Until there's a busy signal, a hold message, and the realization that your insurance company isn't there for you. Enter Country Companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers real quick. After all, what good is a phone if there's no one there to listen? Country Companies Insurance.
That dude doesn't know his own strength, man. Putt-putt is a finesse game. Like last week, knocked off Mr. Blinky's nose, took out Captain Blythe's other eye over there at the Pirates Cove. A lot of hot chicks coming in. Just obliterated the Windmill of Doom. That slap shot of his may work for him on the ice. But around here, that guy's becoming a big liability. Hey! Thanks a lot, Monte. You suck!
Watch out! We get set for the third quarter of the semifinal game. Teutopolis leading the Storm of Bureau Valley 30-27. Let's take a look at some of the statistics from the first half of this game as you watch Teutopolis warming up. Our Country Company's first half stats. Field goal percentages almost dead even. 3-point shooting, 50% for Bureau Valley. And Teutopolis shooting 44% with 3-point range. Free throws, the edge to Teutopolis, and turnovers, very few, only 5 in the first half. Let's go to Steve right now with Coach Pickett. Steve?
All right, Dave, thanks very much. And, Coach, I know you started slowly in the first quarter, but you were able to turn things around and establish some momentum there in the second.
I thought we finished the second quarter really well. We got behind 10 midway through the second period. I was really worried. Our kids just got a lot of fight. You seen that yesterday. I thought we finished the quarter strong. We switched defenses up a little bit, give them a different look. Offensively, we make easy baskets. We're maybe ahead. We missed about 5 gimmies. So our kids, we're excited to be here. We're going to come out and you'll see us play well the second half.
You're no stranger to close games here in the postseason. It looks like you'll have another one.
I hope so. I told the kids, if we keep the game close in the fourth quarter, I got confidence in them that they'll make plays to win it. So we want to just keep it close so we can have our playmakers make plays in the fourth quarter.
Coach, thanks. Best of luck.
All right, thank you.
That's Brad Bickett, the head coach of Bureau Valley. They trail by 3 after 2 quarters. The second half on the way next when we come back to Carver Arena on Fox Sports Net.
Hey, Jeff. Now listen, I got it right here, buddy. It's icy cold and tasting great. Now come on, Jeff, you tell me, is there anybody in this world who deserves this here Pepsi more than you?
Hi, Jeff.
See you later, Jeff.
Now that's what I call motivation.
I don't know where she came from.
Don't worry, Jeff. There's always Daytona.
If you really want to know Chicago from people who know Chicago, click here. Metro Mix, Chicago's complete online entertainment guide.
Movies. See, that's what I love about pay-per-view on AT&T digital cable. More movies starting more often, and all I need is my remote to order. For example, look what's on this month.
Julia Roberts in A Romance to Remember, Runaway Bride.
And that's romantic.
Eddie Murphy in the hilarious comedy Bowfinger. Don't miss the heroic antics of Mystery Men. And much, much more.
Movies.
Upgrade to in-demand pay-per-view. Upgrade to AT&T digital cable.
Welcome to the Bell Hall of Fame. Our first inductee to the Bell Hall of Fame is Hart, Schaffner, and Marks, a timeless, finely cut classic. And lacrosse, a sleek, treasured business look. Next, we have the handsome tailoring of Austin Reed, always a smart choice. And our newest addition, Style by Corbin, in a class of its own. Stop in and cast your fashion vote at the Bell Hall of Fame. We're sure you'll find a suit that has your name on it. The Bell on Sheridan at Lake, Peoria.
Sports Net.
We're set to go. The third quarter about to get going in this semifinal game in the year 2000 Illinois Boys Class A Championship in Peoria. Winner of this game will play tonight against the winner of the upcoming semifinal, Riverton and Pleasant Plains. And here we go, Teutopolis with the basketball. Custer shooting in the first half. The statistics not gaudy. He made some big baskets. Gubzinski has some pretty gaudy numbers. Now 12 points, and it's 32-27.
Yeah, he lost Ruben Slock along the baseline. That gave him a good, clean look. At 6'7", no one's going to get up there to block it, and he knocked it down.
Great steal. A steal by Gubzinski. Here's the big man running the floor. And count the basket. A blocking foul called. And Adam Endress has taken a beating here today. Physically, he's gotten pounded a couple of times.
That's stepping up in the passing lane. Real nice job by the big man. Puts it on the deck. Here he comes. Good call. There's no way the defender was completely set. Runs him over. Three-point play. Hoop and the harm.
You have to appreciate the effort of Endress, though. He really does put his body on the line out there. Three-point play, Gubzinski, 35-27. So a 5-0 run to start the second half here. Slock has it taken away. But Gubzinski got up there and knocked it away.
Too much air under the pass.
Johnny King going end to end. And a blocking foul. This time, Elliott getting up from the floor. Second on Elliott.
That one, the defender should have been able to get set. You see King, and you know exactly what he's going to do. Got the head of steam up. He's taking it all the way to the rim. And instead, you get the block. To take the pounding, you may as well get the charge.
And we have a timeout on the floor. Barons was coming in. Slock over on the bench, and Coach Pickett gathers his troops together with some words for John Elliott. Euro Valley 25-5 on the season. Don't forget, for all the latest in Illinois high school action, be sure to be watching Preps Plus with your host Eric Collins. Preps Plus Sunday mornings 11:30 only on Fox Sports Net. Plenty of IHSA coverage. There you see Bureau Valley and Teutopolis huddling on the other end around their coach, Ken Crawford.
You know, a lot of people have asked why they are called the Wooden Shoes. Up to 1935, the Teutopolis High School basketball team had no nickname except by some opponents. But in 1935, Albert, Penny, Ewing, and Bert Howick-Horst, local fans and businessmen, gave the coach, who was J.H. Griffin, a pair of wooden shoes made of lindenwood, carved by a local shoemaker named George Diamond. Those shoes were sold for 50 cents a piece in local grocery stores. Diamond had spent his life making shoes. And Coach Griffin suggested that these wooden shoes be painted one gold, one silver, and used as trophies for the annual homecoming games played by and at Teutopolis and Neoga. To this day, the two teams still play for the original trophy. Since that date, they've been called the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Absolutely.
That's one of the great things about high school basketball, and especially the Class A tournament, because there are so many stories like that, so much tradition, and the ball will go back to Teutopolis.
It'd be cool if you were a Teutopolis fan, had a big pair of wooden shoes in your room as a kid.
Yes, it would be. The turnovers, not many of them. in this game. The 7th. Yesterday, Bureau Valley turned it over only 8 times. Teutopolis only 5 times in their overtime against Nashville. Turnaround jumper. Gobzinski got it again. And this is a 9-0 run to start the second half. And suddenly, T-Town has its largest lead of the game, 12 points.
Very nicely done by Gobzinski. Stepped out a little bit farther than the post, and that gave him a little breathing room and a clean look.
Nice hook. Andrus.
Where did that come from? Wow. That was a driveway shot. Try against your brother when he's bodying you. That was big time.
Yeah, but then you make it. Swingler, the skip pass to the corner, the three-pointer. No good by Custer. Behrens has it stolen away by Custer.
Big guys don't dribble against pressure. You pick up the ball and find a guard, or you look down the floor.
Johnny King shot rattles out. Gobzinski missed the tip. This time, Behrens grabs it with authority.
And he said,
"You're not taking that ball."
Here, you take it up the court.
5:20 to go, third quarter, 10-point game. Andrus drives in, the runner in and out. Offensive foul. And this time, Gobzinski took the charge.
Well, you make the call. Toughest call in basketball. Looked to be a charge. Nicely done.
And we have a timeout on the floor. 5:15 to go. In this, the third quarter of play in this Class A semifinal. Teutopolis on top by 10.
It's your corn. We won't tell you how to plant it. We won't tell you how to raise it. We won't tell you how to sell it. It's your corn. But from now on, they're our weeds. Balance 2000. The first pre-herbicide for corn that recharges with rain to deliver your best shot at true one-pass weed control. Balance 2000. They're our weeds.
Feast your eyes on gorditas from Taco Bell.
Ooh.
Warm, pillowy flatbread loaded with seasoned beef and all your favorite stuff. Choose from Baja, Santa Fe, or Supreme.
Ay, ay, ay.
And right now, they're just 49 cents each when you buy any drink. So you can afford to share some with a friend.
Hello, friend.
Gorditas, now just 49 cents with any drink. Grande taste, local value, only at Taco Bell.
As a young fan here at Carver Arena,
got a Illini jersey on.
Ready for the Big Ten semifinal later on
Who's
today.
13? Corey Bradford? Is that a Corey Bradford jersey?
Is that a 13? Yep.
Yes.
And we know what the Teutopolis 34 jersey means. Gobzinski, 17 points in the game. He's hit 6 of 9 shots, has 5 rebounds and 2 steals. And we still have about a quarter and a half remaining in this game.
He's played very, very well.
Skip pass, Custer, an open look at a 3. Missed again. Custer, 2 of 9 on 3-pointers. And getting up slowly, Andrus.
Well, he is just taking a beating. He is just getting pounded out there.
The foul on Todd Haley, his third, and he goes out.
You know what? Look how tough he is. He shrugs it off,
shakes
stays
it off,
out
stays
there.
in there. Twins nearly lost the ball, grabbed it, and a foul call. Swingler called for his second foul. And the second team foul. Jepson back out, a 3 by Andrus, missed, and Johnny King grabs it. Out it goes again. Custer missed again. Behrens had it, lost it, tipped it. No, but Johnny King flying in for the putback from the weak side.
Well, Bureau Valley's got to clean that shot up. They're getting breaks because Custer's gotten some clean looks and hasn't made any of them lately. You've got to clean the glass.
Only 2 points here in the second half.
Gobzinski over the top.
Colliding with Yepsen. An 11-2 run here for Teutopolis over the first half of the third quarter. A foul on Gobzinski, his second, third team foul. Andrus off the inbounds. Yepsen missed it. Gobzinski clears.
That's about the 6th open layup that they have missed today.
Custer, a spot-up jumper from the corner. Out of bounds. Teutopolis ball. Last touched by Bureau Valley.
Custer just can't buy one right now. He's gotten some good looks.
Really has. He's 2 of 12 shooting.
Ken Crawford's got to think, wow, we're up 41-29, and Custer has really struggled.
And you know, eventually, those shots are going to start to fall.
There's another look, and he's got that one. Oop, in and out.
It looked like it was going in. Andrus to Andrus. And Gobzinski the rebound. Off the miss from close end. And then the foul. Getting up. Bill Andrus missed the initial shot.
Well, there's no question about that foul. That was a foul out of frustration. He probably should have thrown the ball back out top. He didn't really have a good clean look at the basket with Gobzinski there.
4th team foul into the ball game. John Elliott returning. And also Eric Wiggum, 6'1" senior. Number 44 in for Bureau Valley. And the Wooden Shoes bring it up. Nick Swingler, senior co-captain of this second-ranked squad. Johnny King. 11-2 run here. The skip pass, King. Open for a moment. Gobzinski put it on the deck and was fouled. Fouled by Behrens.
There's the pass. Behrens got his foot into him.
Yep.
It's touchy, but it's a call. It's a foul.
3rd on Behrens, 5th team foul as we approach the 3-minute mark. Gobzinski and fouled again. Again by Behrens. That's 4 on Behrens.
That'll bring Yepsen back into the game for Behrens.
Justin Yepsen with 4 points in the game. Swingler, double team. Got it to Custer. Out to King for a 3-point try. Got it.
That's the weakness in the zone. You're going to be so aggressive out top to try and get the steal that when you take the ball to the weak side, you get an open look. They did a great job. They swung it around. They got Johnny King wide open, and he buried it.
Yepsen, the leaner, got it.
Big basket. Big basket.
They were in desperate need of a basket, having been outscored 14-2 to start the quarter. And a foul called on Johnny King.
Ken Crawford disappointed with his defense screaming, get in front of him. Yepsen's very athletic and very aggressive in there.
Missed the free throw. Gobzinski and King collide on the rebound, and Gobzinski grabs it. Custer got open. King's looking at him. Instead, he goes inside. Gobzinski's turnaround, in and out. Tipton had it, lost it. Out of bounds. It'll be Teutopolis ball.
And that 3-point shot that Johnny King hit the last time that they came down the floor, he's wide open, and the zone can't react quick enough. He's already set. All he has to do is load it up and fire, and he knocks it down.
Off the inbound. King missed. Got the rebound. Up top to Swingler. King got two defenders on the ground. And the Bureau Valley foul puts Teutopolis into bonus. 2 shots here in any event for Tipton. There's Yepsen and
well, the fans
Wiggum
that were yelling for Bureau Valley saw 2 bodies on the floor. There's the call. There's no question about the foul. The 2 Bureau Valley players really tripped over one another.
Free throw by Tipton. The foul, by the way, was called on John Elliott, his 4th. And the 7th team foul. Tipton. 7 points off the bench for Teutopolis, which leads by 15. Yepsen. He pinged to the ball. Yepsen. So that's twice we've seen him drive in, Cap.
Well, that's how you beat pressure. You've got to take it right to the goal to score. They did a very nice job looking down the floor. Now they have to be very aggressive with that zone defense. 1-2-2 look with Ruben Slock out top. Ken Crawford says you want to pull him out of the zone. He's going to stand out top with Custer and force Bureau Valley to come out and play. Otherwise, they will be content to walk into the 4th quarter with a 13-point lead at least. The 1-3-1 defense now. That this was a defense that gave Bureau Valley problems yesterday because they didn't defend the baseline very well.
Stepping through a double team, Custer to Gubzinski.
Got to pass the basketball. You don't dribble against this. You move the ball via the pass.
King fell down but maintained possession. Swingler to the baseline. Tipton fouled.
You have to pass the ball against the zone. The only time you dribble, you take it into the seam of the defense. Nice pass. The defense has already been broken down, and there's the foul. You've got to play pitch and catch. Move the ball via the pass.
Adam Endress called for the foul. Tipton right back at the line where he sank 2 moments ago.
Great zone attacks offensively rarely put the ball on the deck.
Wiggum out, and Phil Endress returns for Bureau Valley. Tipton missed. Yepsen has it. 43 seconds to go. And Tipton
holding
called for a foul against Slot. That's the 5th team foul. So Bureau Valley will take it out with 39.1. Oh, Endress just got an elbow right in the chops. Got knocked backwards. There's a foul on Custer. .9. There's Endress, 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Block screening, foul on Tipton.
Ken Crawford living. Does not want fouls in this situation because now with 7.1 left, you've just given Bureau Valley a chance to score at the line.
Endress.
Not a good third quarter for Bureau Valley. They really didn't execute offensively or defensively.
And the 1-and-1, the front end missed. 4 seconds. Custer will fire. Off the rim. Yepsen, the rebound. The third quarter has come to an end. 8 minutes to go in this semifinal game. Will Teutopolis hang on and play for a championship, or will Bureau Valley come back? Stay with us. The fourth quarter is coming up.
Well, what'll it be, sweetheart? Let me guess. A nice, cold Pepsi. I wouldn't want to hear one of those crazy voices of yours, huh?
Honey, you ain't heard nothing yet. Hit it, fellas.
Old-time hockey is back. Blackhawk legend.
Get gigantic savings on hundreds of top-quality hand tools at Menards. Tapes, levels, squares, hammers, saws, and wrenches from Stanley are on sale. A Dynagrip knife is $3.99. The new 16-foot Fatmax tape with extra-wide blade is $14.98. Find studs with the IntelliSensor, $8.99. A cushion grip shortcut saw, $9.97. This contractor-grade hammer with anti-vibration handle is $9.99. Menards is your hand tool headquarters.
Save big money at Menards.
Too many people talking trash. Too much trouble, too much cash. You've got to draw your own conclusion. What is real? What's illusion? You already had our revolution.
Sportsnet.
The Wooden Shoes of Teutopolis lead the Bureau Valley Storm 47-33 as we begin the fourth quarter. And don't forget, coming up later on, it'll be the second semifinal game. Riverton will take on Pleasant Plains. We'll have that for you immediately following this one. We'll also have the three-point showdown coming up, which is always a great event. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Slock has it.
Are you in the three-point contest this year, Dave?
Well, you know, I thought about it, Cap, but I really decided that
if we can lower that basket down for you, help your jump shot.
So be sure to be watching the Country Company's three-point showdown with shooters who are much more accurate than I. Gobzinski, the foul. That's coming up between games. Both teams in the bonus now, and Andrus at the line.
They have not taken care of business at the free throw line.
0 for 3 in the second half. 47-33.
Two straight 1-and-1s that they miss. All of a sudden, you'd have yourself at a 10-point ball game. You're right back in it.
They've been outscored 14-3 from the line.
Tell you what, if you're sitting there as Ken Crawford, the coach at Teutopolis, you say Custer really has had a very poor game offensively. We've got a 14-point lead. If he's cooking tonight, they're going to be very tough to beat.
He is 2 of 15, 2 of 12 on three-pointers, and yet they're still up by 14.
You know what I mean? You add in his points to this club tonight, and you get Gobzinski to have a solid game, and Johnny King, and you get production off the bench. It's going to be very, very tough for either of the two teams in the second semi to beat this club.
Slock hits the deck down the court. Yepsen lays it in. The Slock was shaken up, but he gets up.
Bureau Valley needs to get a stop and see if they can get this thing back within arm's reach. There's still 6 minutes and plus left.
Yepsen now into double figures with Penn. Special mention All-State performer by the IBCA. And a timeout taken by Teutopolis with 5:58 to go. 22nd timeout taken by Ken Crawford with his team up 12 at the 5:58 mark. They outscored Bureau Valley in the third quarter 17-6. There's Brad Bickett. Let's see if we can listen in.
We're still Iowa back 13. Iowa back 13. We got a scramble. What? We're 13 on a minute. 13 on a minute. We just got to try to make plays. Way to finish your line. Okay? We got to play the right foot to man. But understand when we get the ball, all right, when we get the ball, we got to get a good look. Okay? Run some guys. Don't be afraid to finish. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hustle!
Well, you heard him say we've got to play with reckless abandon. But when we get on offense, we've got to get a good look. It means you don't just come across half court and start firing. Take the ball to the basket and get a good shot opportunity. Nearly a steal there.
Custer, an open look from the right. Finally gets one to go down.
I mean, eventually he's going to make a shot. The kid's an all-state performer. I mean, a big-time talent.
Custer on his way to Purdue, not to play basketball, apparently, however.
Baseball.
Baseball. Slock, the three. Got it. Ruben Slock, speaking of guys who've gotten all-state consideration, kind of quiet offensively today. Coming in, had been averaging 18 points over the last couple of games. Custer.
Got to stop the drive. You've got to stop the drive.
(51-38). A little over 5 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Ball loose. Yepsen grabs it and is fouled. Foul on Johnny King. 9 on Teutopolis now. John Elliott returning for Bureau Valley.
Bureau Valley 3 of 8 today at the line. Yepsen is 0 of 1.
And they're really failing to take advantage of these one-and-one opportunities.
That's 3 straight one-and-ones they've missed.
Yep. They have not made a free throw in the second half. They'll go to the other end. And Gubzinski, who has made his free throws, 5 for 5 from the line, looking to add to this lead. Amos. I think Edris will sleep well tonight. Gubzinski the steal.
Yeah, I think he'll sleep well, but I think he's going to have a lot of bruises.
He'll sleep well with some ice.
He's going to feel like a quarterback.
51-38 to Teutopolis, leading Bureau Valley. 4:49 to go, fourth quarter. We'll be back.
You don't do what I do for a living unless you want to be heard. How's that? Louder! So I banged up my truck, right? I called my insurance company. Did anybody hear me? Nope. Out to lunch. The one time I need them, where are they?
Better to call country companies, where you'll always talk to real people with real answers, real quick.
Somebody there to listen. That's all I want.
Country Companies Insurance.
If you buy her dinner, she's got to give it up.
Wake up. Just because you take us out doesn't mean you get sex.
You know, babes, they all say no, but they really mean yes.
Wake up. When we say no, we mean it.
And she keeps saying stop, but no way. She owed you.
Wake up. Nothing ever gives you the right to force sex. It doesn't make you cool, powerful, or a man. Just a rapist.
check our Taco Bell game summary. Bureau Valley actually out shooting Teutopolis, 45% to 42%. Three-point shooting, Teutopolis at 31%, Bureau Valley 43%. The rebounding edge to the Wooden Shoes, and the edge on the scoreboard for the Wooden Shoes as well. And that's our Taco Bell game summary. 51-38, Teutopolis leading Bureau Valley with 4:49 to go here in the fourth quarter. And from outside, Endress missed it. Phil Endress. Swingler clears, and Johnny King will bring it up for Teutopolis. The Wooden Shoes last made it to the semifinals in 1986 when they won the championship. And if they can hold this lead, they'll have another opportunity. As we mentioned, both these teams came back yesterday. Bureau Valley was well ahead of Prairie Central, then fell behind in the fourth quarter after leading by 14 at halftime. But as Coach Bickett told Steve earlier, Cap, they've been in so many close games, so many tough games throughout the course of the season. They had an overtime game in the sectional and a two-point game. They've been very poised in these situations, but right now they got a 13-point deficit.
They are a very poised group, and they still believe right now that they can come back and win this game down 14 at the 4:10 mark. They're going to have to really kick it up defensively and start to gamble and come up with some steals. You need to get that 6-7 point run that all of a sudden throws a little doubt into your opponent. Right now, Teton is cruising.
Johnny King at 13 yesterday. He's got 14 today, or 15 rather, and the three-pointer wide left. Gobzinski grabs it. Gobzinski with 12 rebounds to go along with his 17 points. Gobzinski with another double-double. He averages a double-double.
Custer's wide open on the weak side.
He's got it in the corner. Endress hustled over to guard him. We approach the 3-minute mark.
We'll start partying in T-Town for a championship game.
Tipton sneaks through the back door, and it's 55-38.
Well, they're going to start to think now about tonight's championship game because Teutopolis is going to the final.
Timeout, Bureau Valley. Brad Bickett wants to talk things over. And what do you pull up on your chalkboard now with your team down by 17 and less than 3 minutes to go?
You check and see if Michael Jordan has any eligibility for Bureau Valley. I mean, it's going to be very tough. I mean, that's stating the obvious. It's the biggest challenge they've ever faced. You're going up against a team that legitimately has state title aspirations. Let's hear what he says.
We'll go ball at okay, let's go same thing. Let's go same thing. And let's swing it this time. Okay, so good guard. Let's go same thing. Let's swing it. On you. Go you. Okay, so just watch. If that's there, take it. All right. Hey, we'll still go Iowa. We'll go 15. Watch your foul. Don't be afraid to go fast. Yeah, go to hole.
If it's there, take it. The words of Coach Bickett.
They're going to try and swing the ball side to side, maybe pass over the top of the skip pass and look to get the quick three-point shot. Defensively, they have just got to gamble, overload one side, and hope for the steal. If they swing it to the other side, Custer's probably going to get an open look.
Elliott spinning, off balance shot in and out. roster.
Johnny King did a nice job coming up to half court. He took it at the trap, never gave up the dribble, and backed it back out.
Here's King. Count the basket. Johnny King. Backdoor.
There's the contact, hoop, harm, three-point play. The people that are watching back in Teutopolis, start ordering up the buffalo wings, the pizza, ice down the pop, and get ready. You're going to have a championship game to watch.
I got one question for you. Who's back in Teutopolis?
Probably not too many people. They got a great rung of fans here.
Every place you go in Peoria, you see the folks from Teutopolis. Of course, Bureau Valley, that area, not all that far away. Johnny King completing the three-point play. 20-point lead, largest of the ball game. Teutopolis has dominated here in the second half. Over the top, Barron's off the glass.
Nice entry, good catch and score. It's going to be too little and too late.
And now Coach Crawford's going to let all his guys get a taste of a semifinal victory.
To all the mom and dads that are watching in T-Town with little ones, let them stay up late. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Well, it's not that late. Here's Tipton spinning on the baseline. Gobzinski comes flying in for the rebound.
Well, you don't have a bedtime of 8:30, but, well, maybe you do have a bedtime of 8:30. You work mornings. The little ones all want to stay up now, get the special treats, stay up till about 11 o'clock, and they hope they'll be partying for a state title. Should be a great game tonight.
Fallon Gobzinski, his fourth for the record with 1:42 to go. And I would imagine that we'll see Coach Bickett put some of his reserves here very shortly.
And for Bureau Valley, they've got to turn around and play what I believe is the toughest game, the third, fourth place game at 6:30 tonight, because you're emotionally drained. You thought, we're going to try and win this whole deal now. We got by the quarterfinal, and you're not going to get to play for the ultimate prize. You got to turn around, and you got to gear up and try and win third place.
But, Cap, it's even tougher for the team which loses the second semifinal because they have that much less time in the turnaround. 1:40 to go, 58-42.
You know what, there is a school of thought. Some people say we should play the final on Sunday. I like the 2 games in one day. It's tradition. That's what they do. These are 16, 17-year-olds. They'll play 10 games in a day in the summertime. They can handle it.
Our Pepsi player of the game, Andrew Gobzinski, 17 points, 6 of 10 shooting, 13 rebounds. What a job he's done. He was 5 of 6 from the line, 3 assists. We approach the final minute of this semifinal game.
He played a great game.
And again, coming up, Pleasant Plains and Riverton. Mike Lederman and Norm Van Leer will bring you that action coming up following this one.
Storman's in town.
Sure. He would have liked the chance to call a game involving the Storm.
Yes.
But that's not going to happen.
Storm and Norman Van Leer.
49.8 seconds remaining. The T-Town fans on their feet, savoring every minute of it. And Bureau Valley obviously has had a great year.
They've had an outstanding year. Brad Bickett played in the finals, we told you, in 86 for Ohio against Teutopolis. His club was beaten, and today Coach Crawford gets the best of them again. But they will be back. Bureau Valley is a fine program. Teutopolis, they have 3 cornerstones of their program, according to their coach. Discipline, fundamentals, and conditioning. He said, if we're close in the fourth quarter, we think our conditioning will payoff will outwork people.
Certainly hasn't hurt him here.
You know, Gubzinski and Mitch Custer are the only two players to letter as freshmen since Coach Crawford has been there. That's 19 years. It's always been a veteran-dominated club. Those two kids, special players in this program.
And for Bureau Valley, they'll be back. Heavy junior class, or a large junior class, I should say, of this Bureau Valley squad, including Ruben Slock, their top scorer. Three-pointer miss. The jumper no good by Ryan Litherland. And Teutopolis with the basketball.
Well, you better take your wooden shoes and get them polished up for tonight.
The wooden shoes are going to play for the Illinois Class A Championship. Teutopolis defeats Bureau Valley and advances to the championship game for the first time since 1986. That man, Ken Crawford, was the coach then. And Brad Bickett, the coach of Bureau Valley, with whom he just exchanged that embrace, was a player on the losing team in that championship game. And Teutopolis with an outstanding performance by Gubzinski, our Pepsi player of the game, 17 points, 13 rebounds, going on to the title game this evening at 8:30. 33-1, 16 consecutive victories. Let's go to Steve, standing by with Coach Crawford. Steve?
All right, Dave, thanks very much. And, Coach, they did get some momentum in the second quarter, but you guys and your players, to their credit, stole it right back at the beginning of the third. You really took command at that point.
Well, you got to give the credit to the players again. You got to give a lot of credit to Brad Bickett. I mean, his kids play with a lot of passion, a lot of desire. And I think, you know, that was a great thing. I saw in the paper the other day where he said he never dreamed of coming back down here. That wasn't his goal. His goal was to get him to play with passion and desire, and that's what he did. And then I picked up on that, and I started preaching to our guys about that, and then our kids played with passion and desire.
About a quick thought about a potential opponent for the championship game.
We just got to come out and play. I have no idea who's going to win this ball game. I didn't come last night. We spent all our time on films last night, so I still haven't seen these two teams.
We'll see you tonight. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, we're with senior Mitch Kester now, and Mitch, you're going to play a doubleheader. Granted, it is for the state championship tonight, but how do you pace yourself? How do you come back and be fresh in a second game this evening?
Well, we just got to get a lot of rest this afternoon, go back to the hotel and just lay around and watch the TV, and come out tonight fired up and ready to play for the state championship.
As a senior, I guess you don't need much more motivation for your final game.
Right. I mean, this is the biggest game of the year for us, the biggest game of the year for anybody. We're just going to come out and play our basketball, and hopefully we'll come away with a win.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight. That's Mitch Kester and also head coach Ken Crawford. Guys, it might have been the quickness, it might have been the shooting. Either way, it had to be the shoes this afternoon. Back to you.
Thank you, Steve. I'd say this is the biggest game of the year upcoming for Teutopolis, as the wooden shoes prepare to play